everyone, it's Tani Games here. Welcome back to the channel. We're back in Disney Dreamlight Valley because it's time to do some speculating. I am so excited. I honestly cannot wait to go over this one. This one is going to be our predictions for Tigger. So it's going to be things like his friendship rewards and possible decor or clothing we could see with his arrival. So I've already done videos based on Tinkerbell and Snow White, so if you want to check those out on the channel you can do, but today we're checking out Tigger, and then we also have a video for Cruella, which I am also very excited. Now in today's video I actually have a very special surprise. I have a little teaser that came down. I debated doing a separate video on it because I did a separate video before on the other teasers that came with this. However, I felt like this one related to this Tigger video, so I have combined them instead. So I hope you're very excited for this. But let's get into it and let's start some theorizing and predictions. Now, I'm honestly going to do this setup a little bit different than I usually do this. So I hope you apologize for the slightly different format on this video. Tigger was actually quite difficult to predict because he doesn't really have... How do I explain this without coming across as negative? Basically, the Winnie the Pooh world is very natural. And Tigger doesn't have a lot of like belongings or identifiers around him that I think you can associate with and pull from. The world of the 100-Acre Wood is very natural. It is very kind of based in nature and things like that. And when you see the homes, there is often decor and things, but nothing that really stands out. It's all kind of like blended into the background, so it's one of those weird things that I was just surprised at how much I struggled with this. But firstly, I have got this image here which showcases Tigger's house. Now we have actually seen a clip of this already in the showcase of Tigger's house. So I think seeing Tigger's house here and then seeing what we see in the showcase clearly shows a strong indicator that what we've seen in the showcase was Tigger's home. I think there's no doubts about that. But yeah, Tigger's home is quite cool. Love that we've got that treehouse aesthetic. Now next we can go into his room, and there are some things that kind of initially stood out to me. The first being the tiger striped rug. And I'm not gonna lie, I hope we get some kind of tiger patterned rug. You know, I think that would be really fun. And I think there's lots of potentials here in terms of animal print rugs working both for Cruella and also for Tigger, if it's specifically like tiger striped kind of thing. I just think that has a lot of potential. When we look at this clip, there's only a few things that kind of really visually stand out. The first being the rug, the second being the dartboard or the target board. I think it's used as like a dartboard, but it looks more like a target archery thing. And then we've also got the lanterns, which again, I think these could work. We could get lights like this. We have things quite similar with the bee house that we got in the premium shop. But instead of these kind of like lanterns, they were like beehives. So I could see them reskinning the beehive and just changing it up for this lantern style, if I'm honest. We've got a gramophone, which we've got those already. There's some bowling pins, which maybe it'd be fun to get a bowling pin set. There is also this desk area, a chair, and also this bit in the back corner here with kind of like a little horse's head, like one of those little play toys that you would ride as a kid, which I thought was quite cool. And then we also have the rather scary bear costume that hangs on the door. I don't even know if this is a bear. I don't know what this is. But it's kind of a bit creepy, really, actually. In the context of Winnie the Pooh, it's a little bit scary. I'm not going to lie. But there are a few elements here that we could see brought in to the DLC. Now, next we have this other shot, which was when he was playing with Root. And again, we've got a better look at some of the items here. Now, this desk, I do think this is like meant to be like an art desk or art easel type thing. Perhaps even something that you would see like architects using and stuff. I think this kind of furniture we could absolutely see. I think this kind of stylized desk would work well with the ranch setting and all the rustic wood vibes. But I think it would also work as quite a unique piece of decor. And again, we just get a better look at some of these items. So a better look at this weird onesie that hangs on the door, the lanterns which go across, again, the target board, and this back piece here, which is this barrel filled with items, which actually something like this I could see him borrowing from. I definitely could see that inclusion to the game, to be honest. And again, the rug's quite highlighted and we've still got the chair. Now, I included this shot as well, just because, again, you've got a better look at this chair. I think this chair is very likely. I just think, like, chairs are such an easy addition for Gameloft to add that I do think there is high potential in this coming. I definitely think this is something we could see. So yeah, I definitely think as an item, as a decor piece, the chair, the kind of like the easel stand here, I think they are high likelihoods in arriving. Now, the next thing I want to go over is one of the scenes from the Tigger movie where actually he's kind of singing his song about his family and his family tree and things like that. And there's actually pieces of artwork that have been Tiggified. And I think this is kind of comical. And I think this would be a fun thing for Gameloft to introduce, would be these kind of like portraits of different Tiggers and stuff like that. Like, I don't know rights wise whether they can utilize these artworks specifically. Like, I don't know how that all works when it comes to making mock-ups of artwork and then changing them. I don't know how that works. I'm not smart. But I think something like this could be fun. I love getting wall art pieces. I do like wall art. I'm a bit gutted that the Beauty and the Beast update did not come with as much wall art as I expected it would come with, especially given the tons of artwork that is on display in the Beauty and the Beast realm. I was severely disappointed with that Return to the Realm update. But I think with Tigger, this could be kind of fun. I think this could be kind of whimsical. You know, I could definitely see us getting something like this, and I think it would be hilarious. And again, we've got to showcase some more of this artwork because, like I said, it's just funny. Like, especially this one. This one just cracks me up every time. And like the Tiggers blowing here with their cheeks and stuff. I'm sorry. It's just hilarious, okay? I think it's hilarious. This is a one. This is a one. Okay, now next up we have the birthday scene. Or not the birthday scene. It's a welcome party for the Tiggers. Sorry, I don't know why I said birthday scene. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because I think this is going to heavily influence Tigger and the arrival of Tigger in the Valley and some of the chaos that's in Pixie Acres. I saw this cake and it instantly reminded me of the cupcake that we do see in Pixie Acres. So my thoughts are, I said way before that maybe Tigger is a bit homesick for the 100-acre wood, and that's why we have all the chaos in the Pixie Acres. It's why we have the Tigger stripes, the honey pots, the waterfalls of honey, and, you know, the giant cake kind of threw me off, but I said maybe he wished for a birthday party. But maybe he just wishes or longs for the 100-acre wood and to reunite with his family and have a birthday and things like that. And I know this cake is completely different in appearance to what we see in the Pixie Acres cake, which is a bit more like a cupcake. However, I just think the kind of connotations is very much there, and I think that's really exciting. So I very much like that idea of the storytelling and stuff like that. We have the banner here which says welcome Tiggers, which has got lots of Tigger stripes. So again, it made me think maybe we could have some like very animal print artwork type things and stuff like that. We've got all the banners. There is the Tigger stripe balloons, and I love these. We do have some balloons from the Storybook Vale DLC. We also have some base game balloons. So I think getting some balloons and Tigger stripe in them would be very easy for Gameloft to remodel. So I do think that is something we could very much see as well. And just any of this kind of party stuff, the streamers and everything, I think would be fun additions to include with Tigger. And again, here's another shot from that setup of the party. However, there is one important thing I want to draw your attention to, which is this barrel. This barrel in Tigger's home with this fabric coming out of it. Now, actually, I can tell you 100% we're getting this in Storybook Vale. Yes, we are. Okay, it's time to go into the secret little thing that I've kept to myself that I'm excited to show you all. And it is this key art. So this key art came down on Steam once more. And let's go into it because there are a lot of surprises here. So you'll have seen me talking about some of the Tigger items we could get. And let me just point out, firstly, the chair. The chair that I said was going to come is here in this artwork. The Tigger stripe balloons are here in this artwork. And then if we come up, we have that same broken barrel with the fabric coming out. Yes, indeed, we have Tigger items. Just as I would predict from the Tigger movie, those items are here. And that has me so freaking excited. I love it when a prediction and a thought in my mind comes together and then we see it come to fruition. And yes, I had these predictions and theories before this key art came down. I literally cannot believe it. Okay, fair enough. The barrel I didn't have. The barrel was an odd one. However, the chair and the balloons absolutely were on the list. Guys, look at this. Oh my gosh, I kind of wish I'd recorded my Tigger video sooner so that when this key art came down, we could have been like, I was right. But I don't have that, but it is still very cool. So it's very exciting to see. Now, I am very curious because we have this ladder going up to this level. So I was wondering, like, do we have to somehow fix up Tigger's home? Like, does Tigger's home get repaired in stages? Or is this Tigger's home and then we build him a new one? I'm not kind of sure what storyline is going to go on here because obviously we do see what looks like Tigger's home in the trailers, but then we see this, and this is very much Tigger's home stuff. So again, what is the connection here? Like, we've got this ladder leading up to this plant, to this like treehouse level. So I'm not sure if this is maybe where Tigger exists in the acre wood space and then we build him a new home or what, but I'm so excited to see all this stuff. I literally... mind blown. It is so good. But we've got lots more other details here in this photo with Tigger as well that we can touch on. Some of it is stuff we've seen before, however there are some new things. Firstly, the giant acorns. I love that. We've seen lots of giant kind of like fruit-based things and flowers, so seeing these oversized acorns is pretty cool. We've got the large clovers here as well. Again, showcasing some more of these flowers. I think it's so fun that this tree here has the orange flowers on it, like very Tigger based. We've got some more honey on this plant here. We do have some flowers down here. So I'm assuming these are the Pixie Acre flowers. These kind of remind me a lot of like Lily of the Valleys. So I'm thinking maybe that's something we're getting. We then also have some more items down here, and we have this acorn, and I don't know what this is. Is this like a table set? Is it like a drum set? Because we have these two sticks here, and I'm not entirely sure what they're meant to represent. And like the fabric on the top, it just kind of reminds me a lot of like a drum. So maybe it is. I mean, it does seem to have an orange top. So again, perhaps tied into Tigger here. We do see this giant piece of wood structure. Now, what I'm thinking this is actually like a tunnel. Perhaps this is a tunnel to get to this area of Pixie Acres. Like perhaps it's a transitional walkway piece, which I think is very cool if they're doing things like that to connect spaces. I do think that's a very, very cool idea. Again, we're getting some more glimpses of foliage, and I'm seeing a lot of mushrooms here, which obviously has me very excited. I love getting all these mushrooms. I am a little bit gutted that they're not featured kind of more in what we've seen. I mean, it could be that they've just hidden it away because they don't want to spoil everything. But it does make me think like perhaps maybe this is the majority of the mushrooms we're getting. Maybe we're not getting much more beyond this. I don't know. But I mean, if we get some more mushroom details, I would love that. I hope it's not just attached to this wooden structure. And I hope these mushrooms are separate items we could decorate with. We then also have this snail back here, which I think is so cute. We'd seen a lot of the giant butterflies, but to see there's like oversized snails and stuff has me excited, because what other potential critters could we see? Again, some more of these flowers, a lot of the Tigger striped ones, which is very, very cool. Again, some more of these larger flowers that we had seen previously, the giant honey pots and everything like that. So there is a lot of detail in this photo, which is very exciting. But I just love that some of the predictions for the Tigger items is like confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed, guys. So yeah, that is very fun. I was a little, like I said, I was a little bit gutted that I hadn't edited this video. I kind of went through and listed a bunch of the stuff from like the Tigger movie and everything like that, and things that I noticed. And the fact that I obviously thought about the balloons because I thought about the party, and the chair kind of stood out. I'm so gutted I hadn't got this video out before this came down, but it's fine because we've combined it, and now you can see that we're getting some of this stuff, which is very cool. Again, we see some more of this housing structure. I'm just very, very excited. I honestly cannot wait. This has me excited. This has me incredibly excited. So I'm so happy I could share this with y'all. There is no new clothing on this guy, which is a bit disappointing. Would have liked to have seen some of that. And obviously the bee is just the yellow color, but either way, it's very exciting. And then next we have this outdoor shot, which again shows some more of these like lanterns and streamers and things like that. So again, I do just think these are items we could see. I mean, we've already seen that we are getting the balloons, so perhaps if we get some party themed items, that would make a lot of sense. To have like the colorful yellow and orange streamers and things like that. So again, a bit more potential in terms of like that celebration decor we could see. And then we have this snapshot from the party. And now, obviously, I haven't mentioned level 10 rewards. I haven't mentioned clothing. Not every villager came with a level 10 outfit. However, it does seem to be a very common pattern that we get an outfit. However, I was thinking if we did get an outfit for Tigger, what would we get? Now, initially I said I would love a Tigger tail, and I absolutely would. I would find that so fun if we just had like Tigger tails hanging off of us as a back item. I think that would be kind of whimsical. I have heard people speculating like, what if it was another glider method and you kind of bounce around? Again, that could be fun. I just don't know on the physics of it whether it would work, but I like the idea. But I actually, when I saw this in my research, I was like, okay, a Tigger onesie makes sense. A Tigger onesie makes so much sense. And especially if we are leaning into this storyline, if they want to add in this kind of homesick Tigger for the 100-acre wood, someone who misses his family, perhaps it makes sense that we would dress up as Tiggers and stuff like that. Like, we could see a lot of parallels with this story. So yeah, I'm excited at the prospect of being able to dress up like a Tigger. They have done onesies before, so a Tigger onesie I don't think is too far-fetched. And we could have something more onesie based and enclosed like this. Or there is also Piglet's onesie, which is kind of cut off at the bottom. So the legs come out. It's a bit more like a dress. So again, we could have something like that. But yeah, I think a Tigger onesie as a level 10 friendship reward would be fun. What do you guys think? Is that something you would like to see? Do you think that could be a kind of fun reward? I think it could be fun. I definitely think it could be fun. Anyway, that is going to wrap it up for my Tigger predictions. As I said, we don't have a lot here because honestly, as I said at the beginning, the world of the 100-acre wood is very natural based. So thinking of ideas and concepts from the movies is very difficult. Now, I did limit it just to the Tigger movie. Obviously there's so much Winnie the Pooh media out there that I would not be able to consume it all in a reasonable time frame for this video. it just wouldn't be possible, unfortunately. So yeah, I just kind of limited it to the Tigger movie, but I'm very excited about what it is to come with the future of Disney Dreamlight Valley. I hope you guys are too. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and predictions in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Bye guys! I want to say a huge thanks to our super top members, Angry Shroom, Spread Lake, and Caroline Rose. Thank you so much for going above and beyond for support on this channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.